Students, we are doing chapter number 5, that is organizing, and today we are going to take a topic that is decentralization, one very important topic as per the point of view of CBSE. This particular topic we have already completed in chapter number 2 also in one of the principles of management, that is principle of centralization and decentralization. Now, what do you mean by decentralization? When there is a distribution of authority or decision making powers among all the levels of management, it is known as decentralization. Now we are going to complete with the difference between centralization and decentralization on the basis of these points. Now, what do you mean by centralization? When we are just concentration of decision making powers only at the top level, it is known as centralization. Whereas when we are distributing decision making powers among the lower levels also, it is known as decentralization. Second basis, authority. In centralization, authority lies only in the hands of top management, whereas in the case of decentralization, authority lies among all the levels of management. Next one, freedom of action. In centralization, there is less freedom of action because whole of the power is concentrated with top level of management. But when we are talking about decentralization, there is more freedom of action because decision making powers is being distributed among all the levels of management. Last one is suitability. Centralization is most appropriate for those organizations which are small in size, but as and when organization grows in size, there arises a need of decentralization. So here we have completed the difference between centralization and decentralization. Now we are going to do the difference between delegation and decentralization. Earlier also I have discussed that delegation or in delegation there is a downward transfer of authority between two persons, that is superior and subordinate. But when we are talking about decentralization, there is a downward transfer of authority among all the levels of management. So meaning is when there is only two persons involved and there is a downward transfer of authority by a superior to a subordinate, it is known as delegation. But when we are transferring the authority among all the levels of management, it is known as decentralization. Coming to the next basis, scope. Now in delegation we multiply only by 2, that is superior and subordinate. That is why scope of delegation is limited. But when we are talking about decentralization, we multiply it by many. That means there is a downward transfer of authority among all the levels of management. That means decentralization have a wider scope. Coming to the next one, purpose. Now what is the purpose of delegation? The purpose of delegation is to only ultimately reduce the burden of superior by merely delegating a task to that of the subordinate. It is a routine activity in which manager's burden is relieved by giving a task to a subordinate. But when we are talking about decentralization, at that time when we are distributing authority among all the levels of management, at that time we are increasing the role of all the levels of management in the organization. Coming to the next one, freedom of action. In this, there is less freedom of action because only two persons are involved, but there is a more freedom of action because various levels of management are involved. Last one is status. Now, in the process of delegation, we are just sharing a task with the subordinate. But in case of decentralization, it is generally a policy of management and it is being adopted only when the top management decides. Okay. So here we have completed with both the topics, that is centralization versus decentralization, delegation versus decentralization. That's all for today. Thank you.